The standard safe vasoconstrictor dose for epinephrine is 0.2 milligrams and 1 milligram levonorepinephrine. Yet the cardiac for both of these is much lower at 0.4 milligrams for epinephrine and 0.2 milligrams for levonorepinephrine. So how do you know how much vasoconstrictor you have given a patient? To calculate, you first look at the dilution ratio of the vasoconstrictor, which on the carpule it will say one of the following: 1 to 50,000, 1 to 100,000, 1 to 200,000 epinephrine, or 1 to 20,000 levonorepinephrine. Plain means that it has no vasoconstrictor in the carpule and you don't have to do any of these calculations. Then you're going to convert these ratios to milligrams per milliliter. In this image are the conversions for each. Levonorepinephrine has 5 times as much vasoconstrictor as a 1 to 100,000 solution, so it has 0.05 milligrams per milliliter. In a 1 to 50,000 solution, there's twice as much vasoconstrictor as a 1 to 100,000 solution, so it has 0.2 milligrams per milliliter. A 1 to 100,000 solution has 0.01 milligrams per milliliter, and a 1 to 200,000 carpule has half as much vasoconstrictor as a 1 to 100,000 solution, so it has 0.005 milligrams per milliliter. You'll then do the following calculation. So if we plug in some real numbers here, let's say we have a 0.01 milligrams per milliliter of this 1 to 100,000 solution. You're going to times that by 1.8, which is how many milliliters are in the solution, then times that by the number of carpules that you're using, which in this case is 1, and then we're going to get 0.018. This number is well below the 0.04 milligrams cardiac dose of epinephrine that a compromised patient can have. In another example, let's say that I wanted to give a 1 to 50,000 epinephrine, which is 0.02 milligrams per milliliter, times the 1.8 milliliter of total cartridge volume, multiplied by, let's say, 3 carpules. This calculation would give 0.108. I am within the standard safe dose of 0.2 milligrams, but above 0.04 limited cardiac dose for epinephrine. Now, if you don't like math, use a quick reference guide. In this example, cardiac overdoses are in the gray boxes, and appropriate cardiac doses are in the white boxes. For example, if I wanted to use 4 carpules of a solution with 1 to 200,000, which is half as much epi as that 1 to 100 solution, I will be under the 0.04 milligrams dose. But if I wanted to use 3 carpules of levonorepinephrine solution, I'd be over the 0.2 milligrams restricted cardiac dose.